Before we proceed further, request you to please subscribe to our channel as shown above. Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. The topic we are going to cover today is Ketu is now going to enter into the Vishakha nakshatra on 14th February 2022, and he is going to remain in this nakshatra till 24th September 2022. So in this video, let us analyze the impact of this transit on the world in general. Now this is a very important transit. Whenever Ketu changes nakshatras, there is a great impact of that change. So now have a look at this chart. You can see Ketu represented by the letters KE present in the sign of Scorpio. Now till now Ketu was in the Anuradha nakshatra, and now as shown by the red arrow, he is going to move into the Vishakha nakshatra. Now the Vishakha nakshatra starts at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra, and it ends at 3 degree 20 minutes in the sign of Scorpio. This means that the first 3 padas of the Vishakha nakshatra will lie in the sign of Libra, and the last pada of Vishakha nakshatra lies in the sign of Scorpio. So Vishakha nakshatra is divided between Scorpio as well as Tula or Libra. You can see the 2 vertical red lines which shows the boundaries of the Vishakha nakshatra. Now let us understand the nature of Vishakha nakshatra. Vishakha nakshatra is the nakshatra which represents counselors and guides. The ruler of this nakshatra is the benevolent planet Jupiter, who is a teacher, a guide. This is the reason why Vishakha nakshatra represents counselors and guides. Vishakha nakshatra also represents transformation in relationships. Why is this so? Because the last pada of Vishakha nakshatra lies in the sign of Scorpio or Vrishik, which is the natural 8th house in the zodiac belt, representing transformation. And the first 3 padas lie in the sign of Tula or Libra, which represents relationship. Therefore, Vishakha nakshatra represents transformation in relationship. Now, who is the deity ruling the Vishakha nakshatra? There are 2 deities who rule this nakshatra. One is Indra, the king of gods, and the other is Agni, the god of fire. So this nakshatra is influenced by the nature of Indra as well as by the nature of Agni. What is the nature of Indra? Indra is the king of gods. He is always involved in enjoying sensual things, sensual pleasures. He is always scared that he will lose his throne. What is the nature of Agni? Agni is fire, and fire consumes anything that is thrown into it. A fire's hunger or thirst is never satisfied. You put anything into it, the fire will go on consuming it. When a fire burns down a forest, that fire can still spread through other parts. Despite burning the whole forest, the hunger of the fire is not satisfied. So people born in the Vishakha nakshatra, they have a hunger to achieve newer and newer goals. They keep on achieving goals, but once they achieve one goal, they are not satisfied and they want to achieve some other goal. So in their life, they keep on organizing newer and newer goals and go on achieving them. Achieving any goal requires a lot of hard work, and Vishakha nakshatra born people are ready to put in that hard work to achieve that goal. But again, like Indra, sometimes they employ crooked means to retain their throne, their position, or to attain a goal. Like Agni, they have an insatiable hunger. The animal represented by this nakshatra is the tiger, and we know that a tiger hunts at night, usually between 3:30 and 4 pm, when most of the animals are asleep. Similarly, Vishakha nakshatra born people like to get up at this time in the night and have snacks at that time. Now, the symbol of this nakshatra is sometimes represented by two branches. The word Shakha refers to branches, and the word Vishakha means there are two branches. So often these people are presented with two paths or two choices in life. They also have a dual personality. On one side, they may appear to be very God fearing, devoting themselves to God, and on the other side, these people can be very aggressive while achieving their goals. So these natives have the option to choose the path in their life. This is because they are presented with two paths and they are influenced by two deities, Indra and Agni. The right way to choose the path would be to seek the advice of a guru, because this nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter or Guru. And when they seek the advice of a guru, generally they follow the right path. Now, let us understand that in their life there will always be a transformation in relationships. Why? Because a portion of this nakshatra falls in the sign of Scorpio, which is the 8th house, representing transformation. And a bigger portion of this nakshatra falls in the natural 7th house of Libra, which represents relationships. Now let us put Ketu in this nakshatra. What does Ketu represent? Ketu represents spirituality. Ketu represents moksha. Ketu represents isolation. Ketu represents transformation. Ketu is a headless being. Ketu represents intense focus. Once Ketu starts moving in a particular direction, he will just go on moving in that direction. Ketu is also the planet of renunciation. It is the planet of sacrifice. It is the planet of giving up things. Ketu wants you to be completely spiritual. He does not want you to get attached to material bondages and material things. So now when Ketu enters into the Vishakha nakshatra, it is going to bring about a major detachment and a transformation in relationships, in partnerships. So mainly if you are born with the Aries ascendant or the Mesh Lagna, you will see a major transformation in your partnerships, in your married life when this transit happens. You may feel detached from your partner. You may suddenly feel like moving away from your partner. For the Taurus ascendant or the Vrishab Lagna, this transit is good because Ketu will destroy your enemies. Ketu will free you from legal conflicts in this time period. However, it may give you minor health issues. So you need to be careful with respect to your health. For the Gemini ascendant or the Mithun Lagna, Ketu's transit into the Vishakha nakshatra gives you an opportunity to learn something new, to research something new. But you need to take care of the health of your children. Try and spend more time with them rather than getting detached or moving away from your children when they ask you for your time. For the Kark Lagna or the Cancer ascendant, this transit of Ketu is going to bring some issues related to property, land, or mother's health in your life. So be very cognizant of this fact and avoid property disputes as much as possible. Also, if you are driving vehicles, be careful because Ketu entering your 4th house can give some problems with respect to vehicles. For the Leo ascendant or the Sima Lagna, Ketu will bring a transformation in your relationships with your siblings, with your neighbors in this time period. You might feel that you have a lot of courage and you might take some headless actions when dealing with conflicts with your siblings. You might also feel a bit lazy in this time period. The solution to overcome Ketu's problems, Ketu mainly creates a lot of anxiety. The way to overcome that is to get up early in the Brahma Muhurat and do meditation. Now, for the Virgo ascendant or Kanya Lagna, Ketu will bring about some transformation within your family, within your financial status, and with respect to your financial assets. Ketu may give you lot of wealth in this time period, but at the same time you need to be very careful with respect to your speech. Your speech might hurt someone and that may create problems for you. For the Tula Lagna or the Libra ascendant, Ketu's entry here can make you feel very detached. You might become very spiritual in this time period and you may wish to move away from your partner. Do spend quality time with your partner, is the advice I want to give you. For the Scorpio ascendant or Vrishik Lagna, Ketu's entry in the Vishakha nakshatra is good for you. It makes you spiritual. It makes you visit temples. It makes you visit foreign lands. And it will give you a lot of good things in life. But at the same time, it might bring a lot of expenses to you or some health issues to you which you need to take care of. For the Sagittarius ascendant or the Dhanu Lagna, this transit of Ketu brings about a transformation within your hopes, wishes, aspirations, desires, as well as the gains that you will get. Remember, Ketu is a headless being, so remember that whatever you wish, whatever you desire, that has to be logical and in tune with reality. Otherwise, this Ketu can take you off track. So, if you are making any decisions, be careful. You might be presented with multiple options, but make sure you take the advice of a guru before you select the right option. Now, for the Capricorn ascendant or the Makar Lagna, the transit of Ketu into the Vishakha nakshatra will bring about certain changes in your work life, in your career, and in your profession. Again, you might get some job offer or you might get one or more job offers. And while selecting the offer, be very careful. Make sure you analyze all the possibilities and then only decide whether you want to switch your job or not. For the Aquarius ascendant, this transit will bring about some change in the relations you have with your teachers, with your gurus, and with your bosses. The good part is you already have Jupiter in the ascendant, and Jupiter is also aspecting this nakshatra. So you will get the right advice and you can take the right decisions in this time period. Ketu here can make you visit temples, spiritual places, and if you meditate daily, this Ketu will give you good results. Now, for the Pisces ascendant or the Mean Lagna, Ketu's entry into the Vishakha nakshatra is going to bring about a very big transformation in your life. You may develop a sudden interest in learning occult things such as astrology, Reiki, or any other healing practice. If you are doing a PhD, if you are doing any kind of research, Ketu here will help you to succeed in that. Take care of the health of your father in this time period. Make sure that you have good relationships with your father, with your parents, and that will enhance your good fortune in this time period. So, friends, this is my short analysis of Ketu entering into the Vishakha nakshatra starting 14th Feb 2022 and remaining in that nakshatra till 24th September 2022. If you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to our channel Kamath Astrology, please do so by clicking the subscribe button. For any consultations, email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe.